there, Team Breakfast Bike. How you doing? We're doing the King Alfred Way next weekend, and I know that the organisers have sent out a list of all the things you probably ought to take on your bike in case of any sort of mechanical problem. I also know that hardly anybody's bothered to look at it. So I've been requested to put something together to suggest what I'm taking and some indication as to what you might want to take. Hope that's helpful. Let's have a look. Okay, so first things first, I'm taking a reasonably large saddlebag. I'm also taking a frame bag to carry a spare battery to power my Garmin, because your Garmin's certainly not going to be able to run for 6 hours without needing a little bit of help. What else have we got? We've got 2 tubes that fit my bike. You need to take at least 2 tubes that fit your bike. I'm going to have another one in the frame bag. Multi-tool with a chain splitter. So there's going to be a couple of others with chain splitters, so they're not necessary, but you should have missing links to fit your chain. So if you've got an 11-speed chain, you need an 11-speed missing link. I've got a pair in the bag there, in the tool there. I've also got a pair strapped to one of the cables on the bike, just to be on the safe side. Tyre levers on this, they're attached to this, but if you haven't got that, you need some tyre levers. 3 gas cylinders and a valvey thing. Spare mech hanger. This is for my bike, so it won't work on anybody else's, so you need to have one of those for your own bike. I think everybody's pretty much sorted on that. I'm taking a spare set of pads and a split pin, just in case. I'm also carrying a spare cable and a pair of plastic gloves. I'm also taking this Leatherman, which is a pair of pliers and lots of other useful tools, just in case I need to cut somebody out of a fence. You can see that happening. You don't need to worry about one of these because I've got one, but this is an 8mm Allen key that you need to either do up or undo a crank. A few cable ties, very useful, and some patches for tyres, also very useful. I'm going to carry one of these, which is a lock, just in case we need to lock the bikes up in when we stop for a coffee or whatever, and some lube for your chain. It's probably all the maintenance we're going to be able to do or need to do, but if you wash the bikes down at the end of the day, you need to lube your chain. Those of you who are running tubeless, I'm not, so I won't be taking this. Need to carry some plugs, there's half a dozen in there, and the applicator that you shove through the skin to apply them. If you're running tubeless, you also need to carry some extra, probably not as much as this, but you probably need to carry some more sealant. And I would suggest at least 1 tyre boot and at least 2 tubes. One last thing, at least a few of us should carry a pump. They're very, very useful, and gas doesn't always seem to do the job. This is a nice little one. I've got some duct tape wrapped around the handle, so if I need some duct tape, I've got some there, always on the bike, nothing to worry about. I think that's about it. What have I forgotten? Oh, have a good time.